then just a few people can relate to them. And it's a very good way forward, graphic images. Bold, strong images. Is translucent material facing the sun. What more of a challenge could you have?
We didn't really get into it, but are there some other medias besides the plastic and the gels that you were going to start to get into?
For a new project?
Yes.
The project I'm getting into, it gives the illusion of stained glass, but it is used almost with the same material I made this program with. And the concept is completely different. It is done with different music, and it has a strange, mysterious, and almost unreal stained glass looking feeling to all of the slides, as though you're looking into a stained glass sky. And the emotions of the colors are falling down upon you or falling away from you, depending on how you look at them. And it's a challenge, but again, it's a mysterious thing, and the music is hard to blend with it. But finally, I selected the Mozart piano concerto to go with it. If you can imagine energized stained glass slides with the piano music of Mozart. It almost seems like an impossible task, but I'm halfway home now with the new project. Hopefully it'll blend together and make it into one and make it. I borrow freely from composers, depending on the need.
Your wants. If your first video is an inner journey, what is a stained glass journey going to represent?
It represents, as far as I can see, because I'm not always too sure myself, exactly where it is. It's on a level that is a little bit higher or a little bit farther away than this inner journey. And it may allow people to respond in the same way that they respond to Mozart music, hopefully, on the same level. But we'll see. But there is a difference between the two.
So this is more of an ethereal journey, or is this more a journey into the music of Mozart? Or both?
It's a companion piece to what I can almost imagine him going through writing the music. It's kind of a companion piece to the way he felt about things, from what I learned from his music. And that's about all the farther I can really go now, until the whole project comes to an end and I can see it as a whole.
How long is this piece going to be when completed?
26 or 27 minutes.
27 minutes.
Fit into a 30-minute time slot. It'll be the complete piano concerto, number 19.
I hate to push you too far ahead, but are there any more projects beyond Mozart?
Well, a lot of the slides made for the Intergalaxy program represent somewhat of a branch. And each one of these branches allows you to shoot off into different directions. And for each slide, my mind whirls around and can select 3 or 4 different ways to go from one slide. So my biggest project right now is to edit down what I know and want to do into some manageable portion so I can accomplish it, accomplish the next project. But there is no end in sight to any of the projects.
Just go on.
They grow upon themselves. So
I think we have 3 of those slides for the Mozart project, and if we can cue them up, if you might talk a little bit about them. Now, these are done with stain with glass again?
They're similar materials I use now, only I have filled them with colors.
So now
representing or coming as close as possible as I can to what the music of Mozart represents on an aesthetic level.
So now, again, I have trouble visualizing. Are these broken bits of glass that have...
These are the pieces of plastic that I rolled up that I demonstrated over here, in which the far end is filled with cellophane, and this close end is photographed. This particular one was an aggressive-looking stained glass portion, but part of his music is aggressive in this particular piece. The colors themselves we are going to try to represent the feelings of the music, but also stand by themselves.
Here's another. This is done in the same technique again.
It's the same technique. They're all done precisely the same way, with the variations in the color and the lighting. And the forms themselves rise and fall in their own way by the way I hold the plastic. Sometimes the pressure of your own hand can change your pictures all around, and so you blend your mind with your hand to hold things just right, and then change them very slowly. While you change your pressure of your hand, the colors do change, because the angle of the color coming through is at a different angle, is at a different direction from the light source.
And here's the last slide.
Now the forms are a little different, they're a little larger. The colors are altogether different, but they represent what I was just speaking of in blending them together with